Christians listening to this show, how is it that Christians could want to distance themselves from this Norway shooter and have nothing to do with him? That if you feel that way, I feel you should be equally distancing yourself from people like Copan here. Mm-hmm. And all these other apologists. I mean, these are mainstream guys. These aren't, Paul Copan is not some Hicksville village in the local snake-handling Baptist church here.
He's not fringe like the Norway shooter was.
No, these guys and the people who endorse him, like Swinburne and William Lane Craig, these guys are doctors at universities. Mm-hmm. They are professional philosophers and academics in some cases. How is it that they can endorse this crap? Right. It is so clearly on its surface trying to excuse the worst of human behavior. There's one argument that we're not going to take up today, but it will form the basis of our next episode, part 2 on the Canaanite genocide. One of the more bizarre arguments that Copan brings up is evidence from archaeology, which I guess the good news is, if you're familiar with the archaeological evidence, this genocide most likely never did take place. There's not a lot of historical evidence to support that it happened.
So that really should have been the argument he went with.
Copan tries to selectively take bits and pieces of that archaeology. He doesn't want to say that the Bible is wrong, but he tries to take bits and pieces of it to argue that, well, it must not have been as extensive as people might think, because we can look at these cities and we could tell that they were never, destroyed, that they never had this level of inhabitants.